Welcome to Battered and Proud, a college football podcast for college football geniuses. And with us, we have the Battered and the Tool Sacks. I'm gonna say Swampy over there in the top, or I don't know if it's top, but it's the guy who looks like a Smurf. You can say something. You say hi or something like that.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, good. And then you've got another Battered who teeters back and forth. He's battered again tonight because the Texans lost. So yeah, good job. That's Alex. You can talk, right? Is your microphone
Yes.
there? Okay.
Yes. No, I don't have a real one.
And then the best guest that I had Christmas night with our sponsor Bruce White, and he's back, is Tony Eckerman. He's my pride and joy, right, Tony?
Right.
Okay.
Gig 'em.
The best day of his
Pride and
life.
joy.
The best day of his life is the day that we got married.
It was the best day of my life, too.
Get that
That's
one
not
right.
that's not funny.
Well, second
Um,
best day.
do you have the picks from last week, Joe? Or like what the games that we all decided we were gonna pick?
We all took Ole Miss and we all took Indiana.
Okay. Well, so we got half right.
Yeah. I think we're just pulling for Ole Miss.
Yeah, that was unfortunate and I felt bad for Trinidad. When he was crying, it broke my heart. And then but I mean, at least Miami winning made the Aggies look better, right?
Not really.
Should have beat them.
Yeah.
Who wh
A&M lost at home. Come on, give me a break. At Kyle
um
Field. At Kyle Field, by the way. At home. At Kyle Field.
Miami is scrappy.
Okay, that's
And
great.
they have Michael Irvin on their side.
Yeah, then you got Michael
Go
Irvin.
ahead,
I mean,
away.
that's powerful.
So
That's dynamic.
You're saying Texas is scrappy too because they beat A&M.
Well, you said that the field was dynamic and the home field is a huge advantage. But it wasn't last night at the basketball game. It wasn't,
What?
yeah, because A&M beat Texas yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually, it was yesterday it was evening-ish, right?
I think Texas, the basketball team is kind of like the football team. They started off kind of slow, but they're showing signs of coming back and getting things together. They beat two good teams previously and then lost to A&M at home, which was disappointing for the Texas fans, but they're getting better. That coach they have is really good.
Okay. So,
Wonderful.
did y'all think Oregon was going to get whooped like they did against?
No.
No, well the turnovers killed them. The turnovers killed them, and they got put in the hole early, and it was kind of like last night when San Francisco played Seattle. I mean, it was a beatdown once it started and the turnover started to happen. It was over. And the Texans today, I mean,
Texans, yeah. They had
it's
26 turnovers.
yeah.
Is
I
that
mean,
real? I thought you were exaggerating.
No, I'm exaggerating, yes,
Oh,
but
I believed you because you said 26 twice, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm seeing several comments. I'm seeing how C.J. Stroud might be related to Marcel Reed.
Can you
I'm
stop?
seeing I'm also seeing pictures of
what is it?
Dak Prescott and the Texans jersey. I mean, like he has a mask on. I rip off the mask. It's either
Oh my
Marcel
God.
Reed or Dak Prescott. I mean,
Can
come
you
on.
stop? Marcel Reed is a young boy. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're
Well,
talking about
C.J. Stroud is
NFL.
pretty.
You're comparing an NFL quarterback to I mean, come on. Get real. You look like
He only had four interceptions.
Yeah, three in the first half. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But at the same
We
time,
had five total turnovers.
yeah.
before Oregon played Indiana, who who was a big win besides USC? Like who was a big win and why would we think that Oregon would do any better than they did?
Well, their defense showed up against Tech, and Tech was supposed to be really good, and they
Yeah.
hammered
Tech
Tech.
is really good in the Big 12, but I don't think I mean it took like I said, it took Texas and OU to leave it for them to finally win.
They're well
Yeah.
coached. Oregon's well coached too. They have a great staff. So
I don't like that coach.
Dan Lanning.
Yeah.
Dan Lanning's
I would take
he's a
him.
stud.
I would take him over the guy you got now for sure. In a
Oh, I would
heartbeat.
not. I would
Oh my
not. He's like
gosh.
he reminds me of Lane. I think he's like a Lane Kiffin Jr.
No, he's far from that. He's not an arrogant ass.
I kind of that yeah, stop cussing, Alex, or you're gonna
I'm
lose your
sorry.
sponsor.
My bad.
Tony, I mean, there you are, just not saying anything, you know?
He's waiting. You know what he's waiting for?
No.
He's
I
waiting.
want to
He's wait.
hear what you thought about the Indiana Oregon game and the Ole Miss Miami game.
Well, the Ole Miss and Miami game, you and I watched that one together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was her or the other one.
Yeah, he's like,
That was oh, that's right. No, Ashley wasn't here. That was the
no.
other game. Um, man, it feels like it's been forever ago. I
Well,
don't remember much about that game.
well, I thought Miami looked dominant the whole time, and Ole Miss hung in there. You know what I mean? But I just Miami makes so many mistakes. I just don't know what they're going to do against Indiana. I really don't want it to be a blowout. I really want it to be a good game to watch.
Yeah.
You
I
talking
think
about
that counts
Indiana and
too.
Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Sure.
Like I'm nervous about that because I feel like Indiana is so disciplined and like they're so prepared, they're so well coached. They don't ever make any mistakes. But I do feel like Miami at the
Is the
level that
best.
Indiana is like that, Miami is at that level of being scrappy. You know what I mean? Like they can pull stuff out of their A.
You think Miami has a chance against Indiana?
I just think when a prepared team like Indiana plays a team that's that scrappy, like that's where things can happen.
Yeah,
I think I'm saying
Indiana's
that
had
because
a
I
lot of
want
trouble with that
it.
this year.
I think that's because I don't want it to be a boring game. If it's a
Okay.
boring game, it's going to break my heart. Also,
Yeah.
there's been rumors and reports about Indiana. They're so good and they're so perfect. So there's people are saying that they're cheating.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know, Elizabeth? Can I stop you
What?
for a second? Do you know that Texas beat A&M today in women's basketball, 80-35?
Okay. I mean, I really follow that
Eight,
women's
80
basketball.
to, well, you talked about the men's team. Let's talk about the women's team. 80-35.
I know. I think the women's team has not been good the whole time. Like weren't even expected to be good. I think what is Texas even ranked? They're like ranked
Four,
like
four.
yeah, okay. And A&M is ranked
Four.
like
Yeah.
at the bottom of the freaking good job.
But seriously, 80-35.
Well, I'm used to that because Belleville girls lost to
Wow.
LaGrange 70 to 11. So I kind of feel like that. It's kind of the same thing. I'm used to it. Um, Tony, how do you think the game's going to go tomorrow? Do you think it's going to be a blowout or do you think it's going to be an interesting
No, I don't.
watch?
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be interesting, but I think the discipline on Indiana's side is going to win the game. I think Miami's their luck and their, like you say, their scrappiness can only go so far, unfortunately.
It's a
Work
seven and
against
a half
A&M.
point game.
What'd you say, Alex?
I said it's a 7.5 point game. So Tony, you think Indiana can cover that?
By far.
Yeah, I think they will.
Yeah, we'll easily cover that. I mean, I got Jernigan's trying to bet me, and I'm like, no, you know, he's been talking all kinds of smack since Ole Miss lost to Miami. God, I needed them to win. Oh, I needed them to win so bad. That cost me. Anyway,
You bet him and his son.
yes, I did both of them, and I lost, of course.
It was a tight game though.
It was, and they could have won. They had a very good chance to win, but the defense didn't hold up.
And
So.
that last, I mean, if they could have, that really would have been a Cinderella story if they would have, that last pass, if they could have
I'd
caught
have
that.
loved it. And
So
it
what I
would have
had
been
was I had the NC I had if Ole Miss would have I had $100 bet with his son, right? If Ole Miss would have won and I lose or I would have won 500. So it was 100 to win 500. And then I just had the line, I think it was 3 points. They lost by four. I had the line I had 3 points in Ole Miss and they lost by 4 points and for a buck 25 on the
That
money that I won on the Texas game. So I just basically gave them the money back.
that's sad for you.
It is very sad for me.
Okay, so Tony, you're saying if you're picking, you'd pick Indiana.
I
Yes.
think so. I think it's going to be. I think the first half is going to be close, and then after that, I think Miami's going to start shutting down because Indiana's going to keep it together.
Tony, what do you think about A&M next year? Do you think they're going to
We're
be
not done
any good?
picking. Can we
Oh, okay.
pick? Who
Well,
do
I had
you
him going on
pick?
a roll. So who do
Who
I
do you
have?
pick? Yeah.
I already told you I had Indiana.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, Indiana, and I agree with Tony's analysis. I think it's going to be pretty tight at the beginning, and then Indiana's just going to open up the can.
I'm
Behind.
gonna pick Miami just because y'all all picked Indiana. But I honestly I don't believe it. It could be tighter because Miami will pull something out. I
Sure.
really do think that they might.
Yeah, they won't. They
I'm
They
not
won't.
gonna
won't.
say they're gonna win, but I think that they might lose by 3.
No,
They've got
they're
a
going to lose
great
by a lot.
defense. They got a really, really good defense, but I don't think it's going to hold up to Indiana's offense.
And they have an O like a dude on the O line that's like he's like as big as a dinosaur.
Can you please stop scratching your eyebrow? Please,
Why?
thank you, Jenny.
It
Because,
itches.
okay, but it looks kind of gross.
Do y'all think that my skin looks pretty today?
Yes, it looks great.
I took it's a stamp and it has needles all over it and I stamped all over my face and then I put like this serum on it.
It
Okay.
looks like you put a lot of makeup on today.
No, no makeup is on. Are you joking?
I know. I was kidding. Yeah.
You're being a butthead. Whatever. Okay. Now let's get back to Indiana, talking about how amazing they are. Uh that people are jealous of them, obviously, and they're saying they're cheating, which no one has any proof that they're doing it. Except I mean everyone on the team is I'm sure they all have to pay for their own insurance. Like they're 26 years old.
Who cares? I mean, cheating, there's no cheating. I mean,
Okay,
everybody
okay.
gets
But
money.
with
I mean,
that
come
being
on.
said, I'm not saying they're cheating. I'm just saying
What?
people are reporting that. But with that
Okay.
being said, I was watching one of the Barstool deals and Brandon Walker said, if you could your team could win the national championship, but you had to cheat, would you do it?
And nobody found out.
And no one found out.
Yeah.
Let's go, Smurf. What do you say?
Every day, all day. Of course. I mean, I mean, duh.
Every day, all day. That's not ethical. Didn't you
Well,
Well,
I
it
mean,
is
t
look
what
at
it
what he does
is.
with his handicap. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of a silly question.
I had to
that's
enter
true.
that score from yesterday, by the way, and it was painful. My handicap went down a full point.
That's good.
So you
So I'm
told
not
the
happy about that.
truth.
I didn't
For
tell the
once.
truth. I just put in I always put in my scores. So stop
No,
it.
if he has somebody like his group that he goes with, and I'm sorry I'm getting off the track, but
No, it's
when
fine.
he plays with his group, they force him to put it in. They put it in for him. I'm
No,
almost positive
no, they
of it.
just they don't put it in for me. They just know that like my
Yeah,
71 is they're gonna be looking for that 71.
yeah. So
Or if
all
I
right,
shoot a
so
74, 75, something like that. They don't look for my 82s or 84s. They just look for the 71s and the 72s. And that's what
right,
gets yeah. And it
I
brings my handicap down.
one time I looked
your
at
82s and 84s are not, or 72s and 74s, but okay.
one
Whatever.
time I looked up what a sandbagger was, and you like your picture was right next to it.
Whatever. Don't lie.
I'm being serious.
I'm not a sandbagger. I'm 58 years old. I'm old. I got no game. I don't hit it far anymore. I get lucky. I mean, there's a
The
difference between
definition of a sandbagger
Drew,
right there.
our
Exactly what he said.
my wife's son, Drew, right? He even said I'm the luckiest golfer he's ever met in his life. Okay.
And he's also said you're the biggest sandbagger that he's ever been
Yeah.
around.
Drew has never said that
Yeah,
about
he
his dad.
has.
No, he said it when I was there with you and I was playing with y'all.
Stop it.
Okay, Tony, you didn't answer the question. If you had to if you
No.
no one knew.
Uh-uh.
You know
No.
why? Because
That's
he's wearing his Aggie ring probably, and he knows that Aggies don't lie, cheat, or steal.
Okay.
he's the best.
But I know Tony's kind of on it. Tony, aren't you on the fence a little bit? Come on.
I
Seriously, look, he's
wasn't so.
laughing. He's laughing. Did you see the Avenger group they got over there in Austin?
The The men's basketball team saved me yesterday.
Oh, it
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
it
really
did.
stoked about it. I have on three. I'm looking at on3.com and it's giving me the college football team transfer portal rankings for 2026. Okay.
Yeah.
Number one, Indiana. Number two, Texas Tech. Number three, Texas A&M.
That's whatever an Aggie wrote that.
It's on three
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, there's an Aggie author there. It's
Do you
not
want to know
A&M.
who you want? Alex, your
Indiana's good. Texas, of course, is the best. And then who's
Alex,
the other
your
one?
lover Notre Dame is seven,
That's right. No, Notre Dame is like number two behind Texas,
and
and
then
Indiana's
Texas is
three.
11.
That is, that's garbage. They got the best wide receiver. They got the best two running backs. They got the best offensive lineman. They got the best defensive lineman. I mean, how could you even? Why would you even credit that? Why would you even give it? It's not
This
even credit worthy.
this
That's
algorithm determines if a school has improved its overall team talent, stayed the same, or declined in talent during the transfer
I mean,
window.
I know
that's
they're already
that's good.
great. I know that they're already great, but they lost some players. But
Who?
they Texas.
Oh,
But look at the way Arch is. Look the way he finished the season. So I mean, yeah, they didn't get a quarterback because they don't need one. They've got Arch Manning, right? Who's going to win the Heisman next year?
Okay, they had 16 transfers in and 25 out.
That,
25.
that's right. They're
That's
getting
not
rid of
good.
dead weight. I mean, I mean, it-
Well, and then it has like the adjustment. It's just, it's not good. It's not good.
I
So
mean, it's
that's
not
another.
good.
I just like you're saying you want to get Tony to convert, but here's actual data, that's
Tony
ranking
is tired of
A&M
losing. Look what
three.
I just read. Okay, what I just read.
well, wait a minute. Why you look that up? So I think what's happening with a lot of those recruits leaving is that, hey, we're number one in the nation, right? We're going in preseason number one in the nation, and they didn't even they beat A&M, right? Who went to the playoffs, but Texas didn't even make the playoff. They made the Chick-fil no, the Cheez It Bowl. The
Cheese it.
cheesiest
They got
team that they are, they
snubbed,
made the Cheez
Alex.
It
They got
Bowl.
snubbed.
Joe,
Yeah, because
nobody
There's a
else who
difference.
was 9-3.
lost to a 4-8 Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was a mistake, and that was back. I mean, they were scared to put Texas in because they know what kind of damage they were going to do. They didn't want
Okay.
Get
to get
real.
embarrassed.
Get
They didn't want to
real.
put a 9-3 Texas team because they knew that they would make it far.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, hey Joe, you see my cup here?
Yeah.
A&M
Postseason.
postseason.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, make sure you keep that, Tony, because it's the last one you get. Okay. All right. Way too early
That's
season
pitiful.
predictions. Okay. This is from Chris Phillips and Cole Thompson.
Who even
Chris
is that? I don't even know who that is.
Chris Phillips has Georgia one, Texas two, and then Cole Thompson has Texas, vice versa, basically. Okay, they got A&M, both of them, and they're being very generous to A&M. Both of them at A&M at 8-4, and I think that's generous because I think they're going to be 6-6 next year. The last five games are going to be just too much
Hey,
for A&M to
what did
handle.
you have A&M going into this year?
5-7,
5-7. Okay.
yeah. I had 5-7, and I
So,
was wrong about that.
Swami had that was a great. You had your turban on pretty tight that time, didn't you?
Yeah, it was too tight.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, I didn't know LSU was going to turn into a flop. I mean, we went to the Notre Dame game. I mean, how many times I got to repeat this?
You
We
don't
went
have
to
to
the Notre
repeat
Dame
it.
game.
Please don't. Let's talk
Okay.
No.
about,
Okay.
okay, so Tony told me, tell them what you told me about the college football playoff committee. When are they
Do
meeting?
what?
What you told me about the college football playoff committee, like when are they meeting? What are they going to talk about?
Oh, they were supposed to meet like now, but they didn't come up with an agreement. So they've got to the 28th, I think, to see if they're going to expand it to 16 or 24, I think.
If they
Which I don't
expand
think
it,
I don't think they're going to agree. So I think it's going to stay
I think it should
because
stay.
it's the big what is it? The Big Ten and the SEC, I think, that are the determining factors here. But
if
yeah,
they expand it to 24, that's going to be a bore fest.
oh yeah, that would be ridiculous.
I don't want it to expand to 24. What are you looking at on your phone, Moose Twit?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the text message between us and Tony. Like Tony said, this came out of Tony's mouth. Saturday should be interesting. Definitely won't be watching that. And then then he says, like Joe says, A&M should probably forfeit, save the embarrassment.
He didn't watch it. He didn't watch it. He had it on and then he walked I had it on. I went in the laundry room and then all of a sudden I hear a different game and he had put on a football game, right?
Yes.
The Bills were playing, yeah.
Yeah, so he changed it to the Bills and Denver. And I come in and I'm like, "Why did you change it? I had the Aggies on." He was like, "I'm not watching that."
Yeah, he didn't want to get his feelings hurt. That's why. He also said on here, Longhorns should easily go undefeated in regular season next year with their cake schedule. Okay. So they do have they got to play Ohio State. I get that, but they do have a kind of an
Yeah, and
A&M
Ohio
schedule.
State was great this year. I mean, so
They were great until they played Miami.
Well, Butter,
Oh, they lost to Indiana too.
they lost Indiana and then they played like
Actually,
nobody.
they beat Indiana, but their field goal kicker is a total twat. I mean, he missed like a 15-yard field goal. I mean, give me a friggin' break. You remember
Okay, so
that?
you're saying that okay, you're saying okay, so then
I'm saying,
A&M beat Miami then because if you're going to say
no.
that
What do you mean A&M beat Miami?
because
A&M.
our field goal kicker missed a field goal too.
Wait, whoa. Their field goal kicker missed 8 of them. Okay.
He missed three.
Yeah, he did. He think he missed 4, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and you're right. Ohio State, they choked just like A&M did, so it's all good. They had a chance to come back and do something in the playoffs, and
One touchdown.
they
That's
got
all we needed to
smoked.
score.
And here's the other thing. Here's what's really difficult to understand is that Indiana is the only team that got a pass in the first round of the playoffs to win a game over the last 2 years. The top 4 seeded teams are 1-7 over the last
Hmm
2 years.
Yeah, that was interesting. I do think the buys are not beneficial. I really
Obviously,
do.
are not. I
I
agree with
think
you.
that
They're
that's
not.
I was listening to someone the other day and they said like in this setup like probably the best position to be in is 5
are
going in.
they are they are they not beneficial, or the teams that are there maybe they shouldn't be there?
Look at who's getting all
Making
smart
sense.
over
Yeah.
there.
Well, I mean, say that they weren't. I mean, you're telling me that Indiana shouldn't have been number one?
No,
Oh yeah,
that
No.
they should have been there, but look,
for sure.
they're still playing.
I
So
know.
He's saying Tech shouldn't have been there
I
no,
agree
and
hell
with.
no.
he's
Yeah,
saying Ohio State probably shouldn't have been there.
I think Ohio State should have been there. I think they well, I mean, they got their asses kicked against Miami, but I'm telling you that Indiana game they should have won. They basically gave that game to Indiana. So, but A&M, like you said, A&M gave the game to Miami. So that was that was disgusting on so many different levels. But I knew it was going to happen. And Tony, to make you feel better, I didn't watch the Miami game because I already knew they were going to lose. I went goose hunting instead, and when I was driving back, I was listening to it for a little bit, and
What's
Marcel
the
Reed
next
throws another
topic?
interception, so I just
What's the
quit
next
listening to
topic?
I don't know what our next top. One thing I am concerned about is how often we're gonna get together and what we're gonna talk about after tomorrow. What are we gonna do?
it. Just whenever, not every
We're,
week, please,
No,
no.
yeah.
not every week, but I have to. You know what? I have to bring my computer and everything with me when I travel because it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
I had just a few people make fun of me at work when I said, "What time are we done with this?" Because I have to get back to my hotel room and get on the podcast. And they're like, "How many
Maybe we ought to
subscribers do you
start
have?"
talking about hockey.
Oh yeah, that's something I
You
really
don't want
know a
to do
lot.
hockey
That's
next?
something I
Since we
know a
all
lot
know.
about.
Or baseball.
What I do know is that A&M is ranked number 3 in the portal ranking.
No, that's not even close.
Oh,
That's a wannabe close.
this
A
is
a
a
wannabe
legit
rank.
algorithm with
Okay,
data.
I know. Okay. I mean, I got
Joe,
2 guys that are picking them at 8-4, so it can't be that
I've
good.
never even heard of those
two guys.
guys. I've never
Yeah.
even heard of those dudes.
That's in the fake news that JoJo reads.
Yeah. Like I feel like
Cole Thompson, and Chris Phillips.
I don't know who they are.
Texas A&M 8-4, Texas A&M 8-4, and there's an asterisk by both of them saying we're being generous. Okay, so
I mean, I'll look at what Josh Pate says. I'll consider that. I might consider Klatt, maybe. But I mean, I've never even heard of those dudes that you mentioned.
I haven't
So
either.
I mean, one of the players that Texas got, I think, came from NC State. His name is Hollywood Smothers.
I know I saw that name. The thing is it okay? So let's take Cam Coleman. What did I say the last time we had our podcast? And you were like,
Superstar.
"Oh, he's gonna go to Texas," and I was like, "I hope he does. I do not want him." That dude, I've
Why?
seen some of because he's a complete
Stud?
no. He's interested in the checks. Ha
Okay.
okay,
I mean, he deserves them.
if he's a stud, then he would have held on to that ball and scored a touchdown when he was playing Bama. So, I mean, I'm just saying. But
Yeah,
no,
let him
he's
go
in it
to
for the
you.
money. And that's not a team player. That guy is like a lone wolf. I'll just say that. Okay? He's not a team
He's the
player.
I in team.
Yeah. And where is the I in team? It's in the a hole.
What about the Aggie that transferred, Jonte Newman, to Texas?
That
I
guy
mean, you got,
wouldn't,
I
he
mean,
wasn't really playing.
4-star stud freshman. Yeah, I mean,
We couldn't use him.
you'll see
We
it.
already had dudes like standing
You'll,
in his spot.
you'll see him next year.
Good for him going. Oh,
Jonte
um,
Newman commits to Texas. Look at that with an A&M uniform on. Look at that with an A&M uniform on.
Yeah,
I
Commits to
how
know.
many
Texas.
snaps did he play? He played against Samford, and
Yeah,
that's probably about it.
he did really well against Samford. I will say that.
Says hook
Yeah,
'em,
great
Longhorns,
pick.
Texas, horns
That's
up,
the reason
Texas
why.
fight. You
Yeah.
read all that. See?
I
I
don't
mean,
need
you
to
got
read it. That's not, I mean, give me a break.
Aggies are going over to the Longhorn side. Just an FYI.
Maybe he can taunt a Sam Houston player like your buddy Arch did too. You know, when he gets to
Arch,
play in that
he
game.
just was excited. He's not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
He's grown. Okay, his mom's already talked to him about it. He's not going to do that again.
He's grown.
Uh,
He said he's
okay.
Yeah,
grown.
Yes.
his mama did. His mama did him right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't really, I'm just saying I'm looking at data here and the portal, it clearly states that Texas is ranked 11 for the people that they brought in.
I love that Texas is writing these big checks out there for these guys. I love it. And I can't wait to see how well they do next year.
Mhm.
Right, Joe?
Absolutely. See?
Remember that year A&M had the number one recruiting class and everybody's like, "Oh my God, A&M is going to be amazing next
They
And
got
couple of years."
and
Jimbo.
Saban was mad. Saban was
Yeah.
talking
He
smack and
was.
yeah.
Well, that's the difference between Sark and Jimbo. So, I mean, this is a legit number one class, and it's going to be a legit team, and I don't see how
Well,
anybody's going to beat them next year.
yeah, I will say the portal deal is a little different than recruiting, because the portal, these guys are ready, I mean, they're some of those guys are going
That's
to be on
right.
the field next year, but
A lot of them will.
um
Almost, they all will, actually. Yeah.
Well, did you see how many? What the heck?
My God.
Did you see how many people entered the portal? And then all those kids are going to be without a team. There's a ton of them that are going to be without a team, and then they just
They're
exited
gone
their.
into the
Yeah,
abyss.
yeah, because some of the coaches are going to be like, forget it.
We don't
If
need
you
you.
want to go in the portal, then you're done ski.
What was it? It was like 300 and something.
It was
Is
a
that
lot.
right?
I should have gotten that down before I did this, but
Way
I
to
didn't.
go,
Yeah,
Alex.
I'm sorry, but I heard the numbers and I was like, you got to be kidding me! What a bunch of Moronskis. That's gonna help out some of this, going into the portal deal because a lot of these guys are gonna be without a team and an education. So
Oh yeah, the education's what they're really there for.
I'd stop it. Of course they are.
Okay. And Beck, did you all see that interview where they were like, "Did you go to class?" And Beck's like, "I graduated 2 years ago."
Exactly.
Okay. Uh, 25% to over 40% of athletes not finding a new D1 spot often end up at lower divisions, even as walk-ons. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's a shame. It's like they're just going into the black hole. I worried about that with the portal, like you wonder if it's like if it hurts when you go in the portal, like if there's
Well, that guy
wind.
Rodriguez, that was the linebacker from Texas Tech. Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
the
he
story on
almost got
that?
dropped. Yeah. They
Yeah,
were like
he went
begging them
from
to take him.
yeah he went from Virginia, and then he had like a coach that begged the head coach from Tech to take him on. He said, "Yeah, only if he plays defense." And
He
then
was
he
a
played
quarterback.
defense. He was a quarterback, yeah,
Yeah.
at Virginia, and then he entered the transfer portal, and he's like, where do I go?" And then he had a coach that reached out to him and said, "Hey, look, I got you on with Tech, but you got to play defense now." And then he's such a good athlete. He transitions. That's kind of like what Johnny Holland did. Johnny Holland was a quarterback back in the day, and then he became a two-time All-American at A&M. So
As a
On
linebacker.
defense?
yeah, on
Yeah, as a
defense, he's a
linebacker.
Yeah.
linebacker. Yeah,
Number 11.
number 11, number
That was
11, number
Was it
11, but number one in your heart.
I was number 11 in high school. Is that why you said that was a good number? Who said that?
Yes. Yeah.
Did Joe? You said that was a good number, right?
was a great number.
Yeah. When I was an athlete.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tony was pretty impressed with that picture, by the way. Did
Yeah.
y'all save all those? I hope you did, because those are worth some money. Alex.
Kimmy has them.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. 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 Do y'all have anything else you want to add? Because I don't have anything else on the agenda. We do have to talk about our sponsors.
Talk about
Joe,
the. Oh, go ahead.
Texas's schedule next year is pretty favorable for them, right?
Absolutely.
But aren't they're coming back to Kyle Field next year? Is that
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Hmm.
How do you think that's going to go?
Same as it did 2 years ago.
Mm.
No, I think this year
What?
I may actually want to go to the game because
Are you
they're
serious? You're
yeah,
going to
I
watch it?
don't think
Will you
yeah, they're
stay for
not
the
going
whole
to beat them.
game? When Colin Simmons, like flips the bird at all the players and does this to them?
Uh-uh.
Are you gonna? Yeah, right in front of the referee and get thrown a
They're not
penalty, and
going to
and then he'll
they're not
laugh
going
all
to
the way
beat
back
them.
to the sideline. You know,
We can't lose 3 years in a row. Can't do it.
I mean, you can't, but you're going to. That's the problem. You know, I mean, I don't know how many. I guess you didn't listen to any of the podcasts in the past, okay? Right? And Sark is he's making adjustments so he can beat Kirby's, right? Because he got Muschamp, right? But Elko can't beat Sark. I'm sorry, it's just not going to
Thank you, babe.
happen. And when
Yeah.
they're 11-0 and A&M
Yeah.
is 6-5, and they got Texas at home, and you're going to
Six
be,
and
oh, I
five.
can't,
You're such a douche.
and you're going to say, I can't watch
Thank
it, and
you.
then you're going to give up your tickets, and you'll give them to me, and I'll have fun and watch the game with Debbie and the rest of the Longhorn faithful, and so it'll be okay, and I'll just sit there and smile and say,
You don't want to go to
I told
the
all of
game
y'all,
next year, do you?
you know.
The
So,
game.
Alex,
What are you
I,
asking?
I'm asking Kimmy. I said I don't want to go to the game next year. Please don't make me go.
what's
What'd
the
she
Texas
say?
game?
Yeah, the Texas game.
What'd she
Yeah.
say?
She's like, yeah, whatever.
Like
Yeah.
whatever you're going?
No, whatever y'all are taking her, I'm not going.
Oh,
Why
okay.
don't
I'm
you
not
want to go,
going.
Alex?
I,
Because you know what's
no,
going to happen, right? You know
no,
they're going
I
to lose.
it,
See,
maybe
look,
or
he's
maybe
got it. He's got the look on his face.
No,
no.
You can tell by the look.
Alex has a delicate, he doesn't have a gallbladder. And like
Right.
he has to preserve like what he already
Yes.
has. And he
Yes.
can't handle
No,
the the stress. And so
that's
he
right.
has to step back during those
The
things.
gallbladder helps the heart out, and then yeah, right. Or no, no, okay, the liver. Anyway, yeah,
He's
I can't.
lacking on organs, basically.
So
And
what is?
so
Wait a minute. Why didn't you? How come you and Tony haven't been the last 2 years?
I
Neither one of y'all
had
been to the Texas
things,
game.
I had things that is my problem. Okay, I'll tell you exactly why.
Okay.
Because I am not mature enough to go. And I like if there's fans that aren't acting nice that pour water on my seat, I am not mature enough to just walk away.
Or what about if they, start saying
Saying
obscenities?
they're gonna run through me like they
Yeah.
did with Drew, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't handle that. And then Tony definitely, that's what happens is I get mad and I start chirping and then they start chirping and then Tony steps in and then that's where everything goes to crap.
Like Appalachian State.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that again?
Don't talk about that. Tony gets mad.
Look
Well,
at him. Tony's pissed.
Well, Sonny, I
He's
mean, are you sure? Can you handle it
hey,
yourself if
well,
you know
Texas,
when Texas when they start beating the shit out of A&M at Kyle Field this year?
they're not going to beat them this year. Marcel will have experience. The first year they came to Caulfield, Marcel was still a baby.
He was a little
Oh
And
my,
baby.
oh my God!
He was a little bitty baby.
What happened to
like
him
I,
this year in Austin?
well, we played in Austin,
That
unfortunately,
was
and
a dynamic stadium.
the referees. Yeah, they
yeah,
messed him up.
The referees? Are you
And
serious?
and they were upset because they wouldn't let Reveille come.
Oh my gosh! Excuses, excuses, excuses. I knew once he pooped the bed against Texas, he was going to poop the bed for Miami, and he was done.
Well, it wasn't just him pooping the bed, okay? We had some issues with the special teams.
With the special teams. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me? It
yeah.
had nothing to do
But,
with the special teams.
but special teams weren't throwing the ball.
Exactly. Thank you. See, even he knows it.
Can you
That's
shut
why he
up,
won't go to the game
Alex?
next year. He won't go to the game next year because he knows the outcome.
No.
He doesn't like going to any of the games, okay?
Well, he definitely doesn't want to go to that game. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Look at Tony. Are you sure you want to do this, Tony? Seriously. Hey, if Texas is 11-0 and A&M is 6-5, are you seriously still going to go to the game and say, "This is our year. We're going to beat Texas"? Are you still going to have that same attitude? I mean,
that
seriously, think about it.
We have beat Texas. Like we have been the thorn in their side. Like when Texas was doing really well and we had a terrible record. That one time LSU was like ranked number 2 and we beat them at Caulfield. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Okay, well.
Bama. Yeah.
Bama,
Beat Bama.
exactly.
Yeah.
Number 1 Bama.
I remember that. That's when we had Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel and Marcel Reed are two different players. Johnny Manziel was a freak. He was a freak of nature. Marcel Reed is a freak when he gets in trouble and he throws the ball to the other team. Okay.
We need to get
So
back in the '80s where the Wrecking Crew just destroyed Texas and we obliterated Texas
let
year
me
in and year out.
let me tell you the reason why when A&M had success, they had a good quarterback. All right. Let's talk about how Kevin Murray. And back when we had the Wrecking Crew, like you said, Kevin Murray was a stud. I mean, he was
I
a
agree.
very good quarterback. Yes, he had a pretty good offensive line, and he had two stud running backs, and he had remember Bernstein, the tight end. He had average receivers. He was good. And then right after him, you had Bucky. You had Bucky Richardson, who would run through a wall, you know,
Yes.
and he
He
beat
was
Texas every
he
year he
was so
played.
fun.
And
He was
then
so fun to watch.
yes, and then you had Johnny Manziel, right? But
You didn't just jump through Bucky Richardson, Johnny Manziel, did you?
I did.
There's a huge gap between there.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. And that's when A&M started getting their butts kicked by Texas because they didn't have a quarterback.
Anyway, come
Well,
on,
just saying.
well,
I mean,
it's there. There's some truth there. I mean, you know,
Tony.
there is. Think about the
you
quarterback
take
situation.
you you take the turnovers away.
Yeah.
Tony, you want me to make
How
up
did
the guest
Look
room
what
for
look
you
what
tonight?
CJ Stroud did today. Look what he did. He gave that game away because he turned the ball over four times, four interceptions or fumbles or whatever he had. Was it four interceptions,
I
Alex?
think that there's some
yeah,
growth.
no, he
I
had
think,
three interceptions, one fumble.
And one fumble.
okay, you're talking about an NFL situation. We're talking about college football. And I think Marcel is going to grow and have some,
Your wishful thinking is ridiculous.
no, it's not wishful thinking. He's going to have some psychiatric evaluations.
No,
He's going to
sorry.
get more comfortable. Speaking of
Okay.
that,
Blah 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 blah. Notre Dame, I tell you what, Notre Dame was great. He played great against Notre Dame. He threw it up in the air and the tight end caught it. And he made some good plays during that last drive. And that was great. But after that, no.
I mean, he did. You're right. Like that note, I was so confident after that Notre Dame game because that was so much pressure, you know? And then again for the South Carolina when he came back in.
South Carolina is awful, right? And look how he played in the first half.
Look how he played in the second half.
He played okay in the second half. He's still, It wasn't great. I mean, if he wouldn't got that fourth down conversion early in the third quarter, that game would have been over. So, but okay, so he beat a shitty team and when he was down 30-3 at halftime. But congratulations.
Okay, Alex, stop looking at your
Congratulations.
phone.
I was
Uh,
trying to figure. Corey Pulig was the quarterback after Bucky, and I was trying to figure out
He was
what his
okay.
record was. He was okay, but he wouldn't win the big ones. But I just wanted to see how he did against TU or
h-
the team in Austin. Excuse
how
me.
did he do?
That's what you told me not to look at my
Okay,
phone.
I'm just
I was
messing with
almost
you.
there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me talk about our sponsors. One of our sponsors is Sugar Bend Center, experience and compassionate therapy care you can trust. I'm gonna see if maybe they could get involved with Marcel to get his. I think that sometimes you have a psychiatric block,
No,
you
either
know?
you have it or you don't. So no, it won't
That's
work.
not even true
No, either you have it or you don't.
because
Sorry.
Arch did
Tom
not
Brady,
have
look at
it.
him. Tom
Arch did
Brady
not
couldn't win
have
a
it. Arch did not
Tom
have
Brady.
it at the beginning of the year.
You're right, and it's coming around.
Right.
Tom Brady couldn't run out of sight in 6 weeks, and look what he did. Only won what, 7 or 8 Super Bowls? Okay, thanks. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Anyway, also the Belleville Times is our sponsor, and they actually put an amazing ad in the paper with m me and Alex. We looked really good. You looked like a tool sack, like always.
Who looked like a Jill Sack? You talking to me or Tony?
Joe, you looked like a tool sack. But it's fine. I mean, that's just how you look. Um, yeah, so those are our sponsors. We've got some more, but um, they didn't put any money in this week.
Yeah, checks hadn't come in.
Yeah, we got to hold off on that.
Hey, Pulley was 33 and
Will
6, by the way.
What'd you say,
Willie
Alex?
Joe's processing. Willie
Oh, yeah,
Joe's
yeah, yeah.
processing.
Willie Joe's, is it meat market or processing center?
Either or, yeah. And ask for the dude special.
What is that?
It gives you like up to 30% off. No, it does.
Dang.
No, it doesn't. I'm
Now
just
that you're
kidding.
saying that, you're gonna put them out of business. They're gonna be like, why would you say that, Alex?
I know. Patty would kill me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
And
That's fake.
Schulenburg and Yoakum.
That's it.
Say it again.
Willie Joe's processing.
Who is Willie Joe?
So Willie Joe he lived in High Hill right next door to the meat market, and then he sold it to Patty Magliola and his family. And Patty's one of those guys. If you give him something, he'll figure it. Anyway, he opened up another one in Yoakum, and they're doing awesome. So we're
Yokohama.
You were about to say
Yokohama. I know. I was
Yokohama.
going to say Yokohama.
Um, yeah, but that's where Willie Joe came from because I was wondering
Yeah,
why Patty had a meat market called Willie Joe.
yeah. We got blessed when Patty and Karin moved into Schulenburg. They've been awesome. And then their daughters are about 6 foot, so
Is he
great
disgusted with the
athletes.
fact that how your brother talks about A&M?
Yeah,
Is it?
we talk about it a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
he was a beta as well. So
Yeah, he was a beta
yeah,
and he loved his fraternity brothers and he loved A&M and he's probably like, I just don't understand, Alex, how you can be related to such a douche.
I know. I wish he could understand what you're saying right now, but he's not even listening to you. Look at
I
him.
I'm
know.
listening. I'm listening. Don't worry, I'm listening.
He's sitting there
Look
like
at
staring at some stat that's gonna be
yeah.
like
Look at
he's gonna be like Jonathan Edwards. He said that A&M's gonna be ranked 24th next year.
they won't be ranked by the end of the year. Sorry.
Okay, what are you reading?
1995 schedule, um, where they lost to Texas 16-6 at Kyle Field.
But he was 91 to 95
Yeah,
What are you doing? Like,
that
why
was
are we talking about
95.
that?
We're talking about Corey
because
Pulley.
he went from Bucky to
Johnny.
Manziel, and I know that we did really well in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. So
Yeah, I mean, you did okay. You didn't do great. You lost every Cotton Bowl you played in.
You
Um,
have an Aggie ring, right?
yes,
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I mean, because I'm through the batteredness. I went through the heartache. And if I
we all
just if
went
I,
through it, Pendejo.
but I don't want to sit and keep going through it, right?
We are better fans.
Then throw
You-
your
You're
ring in the trash can.
Yeah, or just give it
no,
to me and I'll I'll melt it down.
No, don't do that. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm still going to root for them. They're just, I mean, when they win, I'm like, great. Like that was a great win against Texas yesterday. That was wonderful. That was great. But what you have to understand is the realization. Don't have this expectation of thinking like Tony's got this. I mean, it's kind of hilarious that he actually thinks that A&M might beat Texas next year.
I
It's
think it's
impossible.
nice. I think it's glorious. And I think it just
Oh.
shows that he's a red ass ag.
Yeah, he's a red ass act, but it's gonna be a resentment next year, come
We're
December,
gonna
because then he's gonna
struggle.
be pissed.
We're gonna struggle in some other games, but that one I think we're gonna succeed in.
Which one,
Wow.
what games do you think we're going to struggle in?
I don't have the schedule with me.
I do. I can tell you which one you're gonna struggles in. I think you're gonna struggle at home against Arizona State week 2.
Get
I
real.
What?
Yes. I think you're not gonna only struggle, but you're gonna get smoked at LSU. Lane
No,
Kiffin.
they're not
Arizona
Yes.
ready.
State just lost their coach, right?
They're
And
gonna
their
be
No.
good.
quarterback.
They're
Where'd
gonna be
their
good.
coach go? Where'd the coach go?
Where did he go? I know he left because
I
the
know the
quarterback left
quarterback
as
left,
well.
but which is also like he's like ranked the number one quarterback in the portal. And I was questioning that. I mean,
Anyway, you
Right.
got Arizona State at home. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna lose the game. I think it's gonna be a struggle. You will definitely lose against LSU. Okay. That's one. You got to play Missouri again on the road. That's a possibility of two. Oh, A&M had everything going for them this year when they lost their quarterback. Missouri lost their quarterback, and
The Arizona State quarterback went to LSU.
oof, oof. and then you got and then you've got what else do you have? Oh, you've got at Oklahoma. That's a loss. You've got
That's easy.
yeah. You got Tennessee at home. That's probably a loss.
Ten,
At South Carolina. That's a loss.
you're
And then
Tennessee's
so
at home.
obnoxious.
you're right. Tennessee's at home, but South Carolina and Oklahoma are both on the road.
South Carolina has nothing.
Well, they didn't have nothing 2 years ago, and you lost to them then.
No, nuh-uh.
They had a great
They,
quarterback.
yeah, and
They
they were
They had
they
the
also
same
came
like,
live at
quarterback
the end of
last
the
year.
year.
Oh
they
my
were
God.
talking about be like they were a possibility to get in the playoffs two
Oh my
years
God.
ago. I'm not
Anyway,
even lying. You know
yeah,
what I
you
do
are.
find interesting, what just came across my breaking portal news.
Hmm. What?
Texas oh offensive lineman Nick Brooks commits to Alabama.
Okay. Good
That's a
for
big
them.
Another one
loss.
that
Oh, and that's another
mm,
one that I forgot to mention. Alabama and Tuscaloosa.
I I can't
no,
stand
because
how
Izzy
you.
and I are going to be there. Tony and
Yeah,
Izzy and I are going to be there.
we're gonna
Yeah.
Hey,
be
you know what?
there.
I went there. I went there 2 years after Manziel beat them when they had Kenny the Thrill, right? They beat South Carolina when South Carolina was a top 10 team. Then they went to Alabama, undefeated, number 5 in the country, and they lost 58-0. Good luck.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
lost because you were wearing a stupid hat. You looked like a total moron. That's
What?
why they lost. Like, yeah. In fact, I hope you didn't watch them like, where they go into the stadium. I hope you weren't there because if they saw you, they'd be like, "Those are the effing fans we have. What a nightmare."
They
You
Well, they
burned
know?
did
down.
say they did say as I was going into the stadium, some guy called me out and said, "Look at that dude wearing that Aggie helmet. You can tell he's been riding the short bus. This is the hat I was wearing right here.
Yeah, you look like a freaking moron. And you
I
know
look like a
what?
stud with that
Your
hat on.
wife, your
Feels like
wife burned it. I guarantee you. She
I
found
know.
that and burned it.
I need you to find me one. I need you to find me another one
You
because I
look like
love that hat. I look so cool in that hat.
You know what I like is when Drew got you know how they have the helmets that come in the popcorn and Drew put it on. It's like the popcorn bowl, but it's in the shape of a
Yes.
helmet and
Yeah.
Drew wore it.
yes.
That's
Hmm.
my favorite.
Yeah.
I like that.
How come you like his helmet but not my helmet?
Drew's like he's just a better
Yeah.
human. I don't know what to tell you. I'm
And he's
sorry.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a tool
like
Wow.
sack.
he
Wow.
he
Wow.
I have like every time I've been with Drew at a game, we were A, successful, and B, had a super good time.
Well, maybe y'all should go to the Texas game together.
I would love to, but I'm with me and Drew. Like if somebody talked smack to Drew like that with me there, I would have been like, "Oh, you try to run through him."
Yeah. Kimmy loves being at the games with Ruru. And I guarantee you, if Kimmy was there instead of Debbie, they'd have been throwing bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew, he drinks a little bit of that. He'll have a few cocktails and he gets a little
It's a little
frisky.
feisty, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has gotten better since I stopped having any beverages in the stadium. Right, Tony? We That's made it better with us, don't you think?
That's right.
you, you've had no beverages in the stadium?
No, I stopped having, well, the Miami game I gave up, but
Burp. Yeah, you did.
yeah.
How about
Shit.
were you there for
At
South
my
Carolina?
Yeah, but I wasn't partaking.
Burp. All
I
right.
wasn't.
Okay. Okay.
Was I?
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You drove back, right? But
Yeah. I
Miami, yeah, Miami, you were feeling good.
Actually, I drove back South Carolina. I drove them both back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that's
Miami,
where I told you I'll
You threw
get
the
a ride
keys at me.
home.
You threw
Yeah,
the
and I
keys at
said
me.
I said I'll get a ride home.
Yeah.
yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
But I stayed anyway because Debbie made me stay.
Yeah, that was when I was like just effing leave. And
You
then
did.
but yeah, no, the Miami game I did have beverages, but it was different. Like I don't know. I was just happy to be there. I was just happy to be there. Seriously. Like it wasn't Tony was ready to murder people. Like he probably didn't sleep for like 3 nights after that.
No, I wasn't ready to murder people. I was just
No, not Miami
disappointed.
fans. Like you were mad. Like you're really pissed off. You were actually very kind to Miami fans. I'm just saying you were very upset. You were disappointed, and he didn't
All right.
sleep after that.
I hate to tell you all this, but my battery's running low.
All
So,
right, so we'll sign off. Do y'all have a good sign off? Someone asked me what our sign off was.
Deuces.
whoa, gig'em.
That's weird. We're gonna sign
That's
off and
that's
say,
Arkansas and then
Bicycle.
all right, y'all have a good evening, and we'll talk again after the game tomorrow. Okay?
all right.
All
Sounds
right,
great.
this is Battered and Proud, and we're signing off. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Peace and love. Bye.